Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Jess Hilarious is here, our guest co-host.
What up?
And we got a special guest in the building, Joseline Hernandez. Welcome.
Thank
Puerto
you.
Rican princess.
Thank you. Thank you for saying special. Yeah.
Definitely.
Thank you.
And you're in town. I didn't even know that you are doing your Joseline's Cabaret in New York.
I
at
am. I
Starlet's.
cannot believe you didn't come see me yet. It's so much fun, DJ Envy. I had 3 shows there this past 4 weeks. It was really 4 shows, but I ended up going to perform in Miami at the Floyd Mayweather fight. I'm sure you guys heard.
Yeah.
And but tonight's my last show, so everybody in New York, come out and see me at Starlet's. You can get your ticket if you go to my Instagram, Joseline. You can get your tickets there at Joseline'sCabaretTour.com. But it's so much fun. I got the girls dancing.
So break down what the Cabaret is, because Starlet's is a strip club. It's a gentleman club.
It is a strict club. Shout out to Starlet's and Marty and everybody. So the Cabaret, the Cabaret, I'm on my 4th season.
Yes,
on Zeus
congratulations.
Network.
Yes.
4 seasons, girl. That's a lot.
That is a lot.
And I own this show. I own the IP, my intellectual property. I wrote it. I wrote the Cabaret. I created it. I produced it. I do everything about it. I act in it. So basically, it's like a group of ladies. They compete to be inside of my Cabaret. Actually, last performance, which was Saturday, I had 12 ladies dance with me on stage. Some of them put themselves on fire, shoes on
Jesus
fire.
Christ.
They skate on stage. So it's like a whole show that this girl's actually moving to the house. They compete. It's like Tyra Banks with her show, with the
America's
modeling
Next
show,
Top Model.
except that they're dancing. They're not modeling.
So wait, they set themselves on fire on the pole?
On the pole, they shoes, they kitty cat, everything be on fire.
The kitty cat be on fire?
The kitty cat be on fire, DJ Envy. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
You're not talking herpes and chlamydia. Like, you're talking about flames.
Yes, no, not that type of messed up fire. I'm talking about like fun fire, like like a real show,
Yeah.
Definitely this season the ladies stepped their game up because season 1, season 2, season 3 of the Cabaret. It was great, and we built to it. The first season I was trying to get the ladies to understand my vision. I want to do a cabaret with my music, and I want some dancers.
Yeah.
And since I'm a musician, I want to do it on TV. I want the girls to dance. I want to make it make sense. I want to make it make one. Some of the girls didn't believe. Season 2, we did it. One of them won $10,000. We performed in Atlanta. We did the whole choreography to one of my songs.
Yeah.
So that was great. Season 3, I went on tour to 12 different cities. It was a lot. It was quick. It was fast. So we really didn't have an actual show. But the people loved it. They seen the girls getting on stage doing their thing, doing the pose. But now season 4, it's more organized. We got a routine. We got a whole show. It's a 30-minute show. I think I'm performing like 8 songs for 30 minutes. And, then I do my meet and greet. Before my last tour, I would just go and just keep performing.
Yeah.
But now I have to I have to preserve myself. I have to film. And I'm actually also filming season 4 of the Cabaret. That will be airing next month on Zeus Network.
They laughed at you when you first came out with this Cabaret. They thought it was funny. They thought it was jokes. They didn't think it was going to survive. And it seems to be doing pretty good.
Well, thank you. Well, it's okay. One thing I'm learning, that if you stay focused, no matter what anyone say, you can really do what you love to do.
Yeah.
And I always, since I was a kid, since I was Bonnie's age, I wanted to be a musician.
Yeah.
I've been writing since I was 4. I'm a great writer. I wrote the TV show. I write all my songs. I have some of the trendiest songs ever. Vegas, Do It Like It's Your B-Day, Every Night of the Week.
Yes.
These are songs that are trendy on TikTok. I still consider myself an underground artist, and I'm okay with that. Listen, I'm happy to be working towards my dream, my biggest dream in my life. I'm happy to be, whether I have 1,000 people coming to see me or whether I have 100 people coming to see me, I'm going to still perform the same. And it's still always getting me a step closer to my dreams, which is to make music.
You think people don't take you serious because of the Love and Hip Hop, because of the College Hill, because of the Cabaret? Like, they don't take you as serious as you feel like they should?
I feel like they take me super serious. I always have sell-out shows. I have my fans that are personally fans of Joseline, that if you go on my Instagram or my Twitter or any of the hashtags of the Cabaret, they say my songs word for word.
Yeah.
Word for word. Like, I do shows sometimes with 1,500 people, 2,500 people, 100 people. Yeah. 300 people, 500 people. It's different cities, different shows, different locations. Yeah. And every city you go to, they sing my songs. Every song, not just birthday song, not just Vegas, I Want to Ride, but Every Night of the Week, Que Rico, Finger Fuck a Check, Slay. Every song, they Run Me My Money, every song that I have. And I have I've never put out an album, but I put out singles like all the time. And so I definitely feel like people has taken me seriously. Do I feel like it took them a long time? Yes.
Yeah.
But do I feel, who am I to be before anyone else? I just have to keep working. If I believe in myself, I have to just keep pushing.
I love that. I see a lot of different things for you. It's like coming from Love and Hip Hop, I just think that kind of, they put you in one boat with that, and then when you came out swinging, doing a bunch of different things. So like even going back to the latest thing that just happened, why the hell you won't get into like pro wrestling? Why you won't get paid for slapping people? Why, because you was handing out slaps like like Stone Cold Steve Austin. I seen it, and I even sent it to you in the DM. I said, damn, you look cute doing it, but like what was happening? Like, why you won't go into pro wrestling and get paid to slap
funny. What is wrong with you?
I'm saying, she's slapping security. He's supposed to protect you. She's slapping this nigga. Nigga, you ain't quick enough. Pow. So
I tell you what. I'm not really. I just got out of jail.
Yes.
I just got out of jail.
Yes, ma'am.
So it's really not too much that I could talk on that. But I will,
Gotcha.
because I was gone, girl. I was in Lauderdale, Broward County. I was cold, came out with a cough and everything, girl. I thought I was gonna die. Damn, they left me in for 2 days, and I'm sitting up here sick as a dog. Why me?
Yeah.
Why me?
Yeah.
So I can't really speak too much on that. But what I can say is that I'm gonna always how do you say it?
Portray yourself?
Protect.
Yes.
There you go.
How do you say it again?
Protect.
Yes, me, right?
Always.
And if you see me out here in the streets, when you two in the world, America, whoever knows me know where I come from and what I've done and how I've changed, I'm just making sure that I'm straight and no one hurts me.
Yeah.
So the media only show you one thing. It looks like a whole lot of chaos, but you might not know what happened prior to that chaos, like 5 seconds before or 10 seconds before.
Right.
You just see like the rah-rah. And because it's me, it's always so much bigger than what it actually is.
Yeah, and that's another big point too. So it's like, even to keep going back to it, Love and Hip Hop, they had you. I know that it was a lot of tension with you and Mona, because it's like she always wanted to portray you in that light, even when you were trying to change from that, even after giving birth to Bonnie and just everything you wanted to change. And then you got from under that, and then you go to Zeus, and a lot of people, even me, feel like Zeus want to kind of portray you in the same light. You know what I'm saying? Do you ever feel any way about that? Like how you would beef with Mona about it, and then you go over and then Lil Lamel, he got you, looking the same way. Not all the time, but like it's like negative driven. It's like it's always like that when you're so many other things and just fighter.
Well, I would say this. Shout out to Mona and shout out to Lemmy.
Yeah.
They both gave me amazing opportunities. And I will also say I'm a grown person, right? The way I run my cabaret, as far as like being on Zeus Network, because when I did Love and Hip Hop, I was like, I was younger, I was wild, I was out there. So it's only but so much that a network could do for yourself to help you or break you. You still have to accept responsibilities as a human being, as for yourself. So with that was what it was, right? And if it wasn't for Love and Hip Hop, let's just be real, I would not be here with the cabaret. And then with the cabaret, like, listen, that's just how I run my motherfucking show. You know what I'm saying? Like, I run my bitches to do what the fuck I tell them to do. If you can't, bitch, you can't be in the cabaret. Because it's like, I'm giving you an opportunity. I pay them $500 a day when they go on tour with me. If we do 10, 15, 20 nights, and then, people throw ones on us.
Yeah,
they throw money.
Yeah,
I even get a cut out of that. I'm like, bitch, I'll dance. I need to get my cut. You know what I'm saying?
PC.
I need my PC from everything. So it's like, with that, it's that. So, when you see me on Zeus, with Let Me on the Cabaret, I just think that you see so much more of me running a business instead of seeing like the person of Joseline. Like the person of Joseline is different than the Joseline that's actually running a business. So I might look like I'm rah-rah or like I'm being put in this one life, but you got to remember, you're only seeing like really just 20, 30% of my life.
Right.
Because even though I got cameras out for 46 weeks, like I do right now, filming Joseline's Cabaret Season 4, it's still not every single day. You don't see when I'm crying. You don't see when I'm taking care of my daughter. Yeah. You don't see when I'm, working out, doing yoga every day. I've been in New York and I've been doing yoga every day with my husband.
But I was gonna say, the fact that it's your show, you can display what you want to display now.
Right.
Like, you can put that out there. You just ain't got to put the cabaret part. You could put that out too. And I was gonna ask, you shouted out, Mona Scott. I know one time you was saying some that you and Mona going back and forth, but the fact that y'all shouted her out, have y'all spoke? Have y'all squashed that beef at that time, or you just let it go?
You know what? I haven't talked to her, but I was doing Drinks Champs a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, I saw that.
With Nori. And Nori is always so nice to me and my husband, and he loves us and he fuck with us. We live in Miami, so he lives in Miami. We always run into each other. And when I was having a interview with the guys, it was real. It was very emotional, and I talked about everything. And it's just like you come to a place where you grow up. I don't got to keep being mad at Mona or being mad at anybody for nothing. Like, well, how does that help me?
Right.
How does that give me any blessings?
Right.
How does that make God open the door for me to keep opening up my third eye so I can keep pursuing my dreams and my career? How could I help young ladies in the world? That ain't gonna, my biggest goal to be in life, I grew up in I always say this, I grew up in Puerto Rico. I grew up in Carolina, in Las Esmeraldas, in El Caserío. I grew up in the ghetto, in the hood, in the trenches. And I used to be running around without no shoes and have heroin needles on my feet. Yeah. I had to come home. My mom had to pull him out. My dad used to be a crack and a heroin addict. So I come from nothing, right? My dad died when I was very young. And for me, my most important thing is to showcase to the little girls that they could do it. If I did it, you could do it too. Like, that's always going to be my end goal. Yeah, for sure. Because I have a daughter, and it's rooted deep in my heart. Yeah. I want to always be that voice of reasoning to the young girls, because they know I was a mess when I first came out. But look where I come from. Look what cards was played, was given to me for me to play. It wasn't really that much.
Many options.
It wasn't that many options. My mom came from Puerto Rico to Fort Lauderdale with 5 kids already, and then she got pregnant here with her 6th child. My mama got 5 baby daddies and 5 baby daddies. Like, come on now, how you got 6 children with 5 baby daddies? I know. And you bring all your little kids from she left my oldest sister in New York. In Puerto Rico by herself when she was 16, pregnant. Yeah. So you got to remember, I come from a really low income family. When I tell you low income, I mean like food stamps low income. You feel me? Yeah. And so for me now, it's like, all I want to do is really just do my job, do what I love to do. Right. Music, TV, help the little girls, take care of Bonnie, have another child with my husband, and keep pursuing my dreams. I don't really want that much in life. I feel like I want what everybody should want. It's a good life, a good personal life with their family and their children. Like I know you have with your kids and your wife and stuff like that. I don't know too much about you, but I'm sure you have.
My son, I got one son.
You have a son, you have a family, so you know what we do it for. Look, today I'm here. It's all great energy. This feels great to be here with you guys. I want to thank the both of you because this feels great tonight, because it's a real conversation. Yeah. Yes, I'm an artist. Yes, I do messed up things. Yes, I'm out there. You might see something. Oh, she crazy. I'm not crazy. I'm not doing anything. I'm not gonna ever do anything that truly in my heart don't feel like I need to do, and I'm gonna take the consequences afterwards.
Do you turn up for the cameras? And the reason I say that is
absolutely,
absolutely.
Why the fuck wouldn't I know?
When people talk about Joseline, I'm like, I've been on flights with Joseline. And she's the coolest, calmest. How's your family? How's your wife doing? So then when I turn on the TV, I'm like, that's not the person I just flew with 3 hours. I'm like, that's not the same person. And then if I see you on the street, you're like, Envy, how's everything coming? I'm like, and then when I turn on the TV, I'm like, that's not the motherfucker I just seen on the thing. Like, so you make it your business to entertain.
Can I tell you something? You could ask my family. You could ask my best friend Melissa, which is my manager, and my husband Melissa. I am a trip. I wake up in the morning tripping. I'm tripping. I'm high off life. I'm recently clean. And when I say clean, listen, let me tell you something. I'm grown. I could do whatever I want. I got my stuff together. I ain't never been in the streets. Y'all ain't never heard that I owe nobody money. You ain't never heard that I'm broke. You ain't never heard that I ain't getting no money. You ain't never heard that I'm a junkie outside shooting up. No. Did I like to party? Absolutely. Still love to. But I know that I have to focus and I have to be as clean as I can to be the best that I can be, right? Yeah. But you could ask this too. I don't have to have nothing in my system. I wake up with the bullshit. I'm just like a funny person. People always be like, you should be a comedian. No, I'm funny because I don't want to be a comedian. I'm funny because that's just who I am as a person. So like, I do turn up for the cameras, but Envy, I'm a funny ass bitch no matter what. Like I wake up funny. I just like to have fun. I like to have fun. I think, and I'm very, and you got to remember when I'm working and filming, I have to be very strict. And the second I get not to be strict, I'm going to be I'm gonna be funny. I'm gonna be a bitch. I'm gonna be cracking jokes. Everything.
Now you said you're clean. Is it you're clean because you had your baby and you're like, I have to change, or what's decided you like, you know what, I want to be clean? And what does clean mean?
Well, clean is not not doing what I want to.
Yo, not doing it 1, 2. I'm done.
But
I'm
debate,
done
but,
with
Not doing it 1, 2.
Yeah.
but did the baby make you want to say, you know what, I got to change? Or what was it that made? Was it a scare or what was it? Like,
no,
you know
no
what?
scare. No, I always being very cautious, and I do everything very limited.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm cute as fuck. I want to stay that way.
Very
you know what
much
I'm saying?
cute, very
So I'm
much.
like, I be like, when I hang out with my bitches, I'm more like a social party person. You know what I mean? And I don't hang out all the time. But to answer your question, I feel so much stronger and so much better. It's like I feel like I don't need the crutches anymore. To me, the way I think about it, it's like a fucking crutch, and I just feel like I'm finally walking without them, and I don't need them, and I feel stronger, I feel smarter, I feel sharper. Look, I finished working last night at 2 a.m. I went to sleep, and I'm back up at 7 o'clock. I told my manager today, I said, bitch, I cannot believe I took a poop, I brushed my teeth, I drank some tea, I drank some water, I did some medicine, I did my hair and my makeup from 7:30 to 8:30 and got here by 8:45. I said, that is not Joseline Hernandez.
But see, like you
That's a
said,
change. That's good.
more
That's
clear-headed.
evolution.
That's evolution. That's having
How
your
we
third
supposed to
eye
be.
open. That's making sure that
Yeah.
you don't abuse any drugs. You don't abuse anything in your path that could potentially throw you off being the best you.
Yeah, and so I want to know: are we ever gonna see a reality show with your husband and your baby and maybe a belly? Like, are we gonna see that type of reality?
Yeah, because you know
it
how
is a lot
Bonnie
of
on
layers
you know
to
how
it.
Bonnie on VH1 on camera.
I
Did you
know.
remember that?
Yes, I do remember that. I remember all of that. That's when like I became a fan. You were so like vulnerable with us. You're fans that you didn't even know you had at first. Even when you were talking about your mom, I know you spoke on your mom earlier, but like even how you were even. Like you took yourself out of it and was like, she didn't know how to be a mom to me. Because at first, y'all were like struggling with your relationship, and you was even like,
I
she
still
don't
struggle
know.
with I still struggle with my mom's relationship.
Yeah.
And the reason why I do is because I feel like, once you become of age, you gotta like grow up, right?
Yeah.
It's nothing for you to be a mom and call your kid and say, look, I fucked up. Let me come through. The child is really supposed to do that because as a parent, you're supposed to make sure that your child is safe
straight,
and sound and happy and everything and thriving, right? And so I still struggle with my mom because of that. And as much as I love her, I'm here for all my family. They can get anything from me. I would do anything for my family. Any one of them, they can pick up the phone any day. Hey, whatever. I'm here. I'm never gonna be a evil person, a malicious person that. F you, I'm doing my thing, and F you. No, I ain't gonna never be like that.
Yeah.
But what I will do, I will make sure that I'm a better parent to my daughter, and I will make sure that I focus on what my heart and my mind and my writing, which I write every day. Always write what you're gonna do for the day. Every day I wake up, I write what I'm gonna do. I walk around with a book. This is what I'm gonna do today, and you'll be so surprised. Everything I write that I'm going to do, I do it.
do it.
On a daily basis. I wake up, I'm doing this today, I get it done. And so for me, if I focus on that, while everybody that's my family or friends or around me, while y'all get y'all stuff together, I'm gonna get my stuff together, and when everything comes back to normal, then we'll be all right.
I got you.
But like I can't focus on the negativity, even if it's my parents or my family, because for me, it's just taking me away from
a
the
distraction.
goal.
That's right.
It's a big distraction.
I wanted to ask, after the Floyd fight, we spoke about your relationship with your husband, right? And I want to ask you about that. Because what we said was, and this is what I said on air, I said, regardless, me and my wife, if my wife swing, I swing. There's no question. And without talking about that incident, because I know you can't talk about that incident, but how is your relationship? So because I look at my wife as not only as my wife, my lover, she's my sister, she's my best friend. So if she swing, I'm swinging. And then when we get home, I got to find out if she was right or wrong. That's just how our relationship works. Right. But how is your relationship when it comes to those type of things? Because you are on TV and you are, taped all the time and you are out and about. So how is that relationship with you and your man?
Well, shout out to Ballistic. He is the man of my dreams. Envy. I love that man.
Child, she did a daydream real
Yeah,
quick.
she did.
Yes, honey, I love that man.
We know.
But the relationship is this. I'm gonna tell you like this. If he swings on a man, I'm swinging. If I swing, he don't swing. It's just that he always there in the moment by me,
right
making sure that don't nobody else but the person that is involved is not doing nothing.
Charlamagne say he just gonna hold the other girl. But
No, never.
Yeah, just hold it.
No,
hold it.
no,
Just-
he gonna
get
be
your little
like,
lick it.
no, he'll be like, why the fuck is you here?
Yeah.
He gonna sit in the bitch. Why is you here?
Yeah.
Now you know Joseline don't want your ass here. But my man is a very respectful man. He's been around all the ladies from the Cabaret. He's a trusted man, and he's a real man. He will not swing on a lady, and he's never swung on no lady. If he looks at the heat of the moment where he might be screaming on there, holding, making sure that don't nobody else do anything to me, he gonna always do that as a man, because that's what a man's supposed to do.
Yeah.
You know, and he's so strong. He's got all that African power. If he swings on a lady, she's dead. Look at that man. That man 6 feet so tall, 200 and some pounds. He's a big old strong man. You know, so he know better than that. You know, and he doesn't do it.
Now, you know, without talking about the incident, but you performed that night.
I performed. That was my first time performing at an arena. Shout out to Lemmy for letting me do that, because I asked Lemmy Lemuel from the owner of Sus Network. He put the fight together, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, Lemmy, can I perform there?" And he was like, "Sure." I was like,
"Yeah." How was that performance? You had butterflies, because I mean, you perform.
I perform in my shows that people know my music and they come to see me and pay to see me. I never performed in a place where they go
to see Floyd, and you gotta try to win them over.
I got you.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So that was my first time. So I was nervous, but we've been practicing, because I'm also filming the Cabaret here in New York. So we've been dancing every day, and it went really good. And then actually, the girls, I had just picked 4 dancers that I just met in New York to dance with me. So we learned that routine 24 hours prior.
And you trusted them, and not even.
I mean, I gotta trust something.
Right.
If I wanted to go well, and it went well. Look, look. Here's what I can say. Yeah. When I did my first song, they were clapping. Yeah. Right. I was like, shit. I'm at the arena and they clapping for me. This is good stuff. These people don't know my music. These old people coming to see people fight. Like, them old people don't be out there really just knowing what, you know, like an underground artist like myself is really doing. Right. Like, yeah, they might have heard my song, Do It Like It's Your Big Day, and I want it right in their grandkids, you know, house or the children's house, but not like that.
But you don't know. You don't know. You could have. You don't know. Some of them old people was probably leaving it. Do it like it's my name.
Yeah.
Or whatever. You never know.
They were clapping. I was like, oh,
so many fans.
So I was excited about that. I did like a 3-song set, because I only had like 7 minutes and 30 seconds. And I thought it was great.
Now, were you drunk that night? Because people asked, were you drunk?
I had, let me tell you something. I always love to say I wasn't drunk, but I would have 1 or 2 drinks, and for some reason, and I think because I'm not chasing it with any drugs, it just hits me so much harder.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I used to be on my shit, I could drink 10 drinks. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I could drink 10 drinks. But it's not like I tell my husband, oh my gosh, I got a headache. How many drinks you had like that? But I only had like 2 drinks. I had a fucking headache. Yeah. I woke up the next day with a headache. It's like my brain just don't want to go back.
It's called age. It's called age.
No, it's called age.
It's called age. That's what it's called.
No. Abby, I'm young. I'm a bad bitch. What you talking about?
It's called age. Bad bitches get old too. It's called age.
Oh, not bad bitches get old.
Yeah, bad bitches get old too. It's called drinks.
I gotta ask you this. Okay, so how is your co-parenting relationship with Stevie? How is that? How are y'all?
I mean, you know, I don't really never talk to him. He talks to Bonnie on the phone, and you know, he sees her. I have primary custody of Bonnie. I have physical custody of Bonnie, and he's in her life. He's, you know, he has the right to see her whenever he wants to. So I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I think it's good, and you know. My husband being with Bonnie since she was 6 months, and he's been taking care of her. Because I met my husband when Bonnie was like 6 to 8 months. Yeah, it was. She was like a little toddler, like a little baby. Not even a toddler. She was a baby. Yeah, and so you know she loves my husband, and you know she has a great relationship with her dad. I'm sure she loves him too. So I mean, I think it's great.
So she has 2 dads.
I mean, I never put it that way.
Because she does. I
never put it that way.
She has dad that's there all the time.
Yeah.
That's 2 dads.
Yeah.
Now, what made you do College Hill? did you want to go back to school? Was that one of your dreams? Like, I want to.
Can I tell you something? Yes.
Really?
Yes. And I told my husband, I'm like, damn, I got the opportunity to go back to school. I never went. First of all, I didn't even finish high school, y'all.
Okay.
I'm very smart though. I got ownership of all. I got ownership of this big black Puerto Rican ass.
You got to go get your GED first before you go. But you skipped the GED. You went to college. Tell us that experience.
So, well, first of all, it was a great experience because HBCU, a lot of people always, see, this is something I need to clarify. Maybe I need to do it at the Breakfast Club with y'all too. Okay. Because I've always considered myself a black woman, but I was born in Puerto Rico and I speak Spanish. My first language is Spanish. But that doesn't take away from the fact when I walk in the building, people look at me and they say, that is a black woman, right? And so I always been cool and love to be a black woman. Yeah. And they be like, Afro-Latina. No, bitch. I don't have an afro. I don't have an afro. And I am a black woman that was born in the island of Puerto Rico that speaks Spanish. And I teach my daughter. My daughter
You're going
wake
to
up-
confuse the shit out of somebody right now, but go ahead.
But why?
Because you're Puerto Rican.
I am Puerto Rican, but back to the HBCU. In the HBCU, you know what I learned? I learned that the Puerto Ricans, the people that were born in Puerto Rico that were black too, and back in those days, they were definitely Afro Latinos because they all used to wear, the big hair.
Yeah.
But the black African American and the Puerto Ricans, they were tight. When they were trying to do everything with the freeing the Negro and stuff like that. That's the stuff that I learned at the HBCU in Alabama. They were kind of telling us how the black Spanish and the black African American came together, and they were so much tighter than we actually are now. Yeah. But me, I consider myself
the same cultures.
Yeah, I consider myself a black woman that was born in Puerto Rico. Yes, I'm Latina because hablo español. Of course, I speak Spanish and I'm Latin. But for me, it's more than just saying that. For me, it's just that I'm proud to be black, whether I'm Spanish or not. And I just feel like a lot of people just have a problem with me being so proud to be black. Yeah. What's wrong with me proud that I have this color? Yeah. And like, what's the problem?
And was that what kind of like ticks you off with Amber? Like, cause I kind of seen that it was like even like
what happened? Because I don't know. Tell us what happened with Amber.
I mean, I didn't have the camera. I wasn't in that class,
I'm
so
sorry,
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
But I seen a little bit. She was like telling her like, "Yo, like you don't want to be black. You don't want to be black." I've seen.
You told Amber she didn't want to be black.
Yeah.
So what happened?
But I've seen previous. Like it's been years. Everybody, it's not no damn secret. Amber really. She like to dismiss the black side of her. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, she wasn't lying. I guess that's just a trigger. You know what I mean?
Who wasn't lying?
You.
At all.
Wasn't lying. I'm saying it was just a trigger.
I wasn't lying. I wasn't lying because I wasn't lying, and I wasn't lying because we were talking about the black shit being black. Yeah. And I just had to let the bitch know, bitch, you don't want to be black. You came out of a big black pussy just like I did. My mama got a big old black pussy. She's a Puerto Rican woman, but that lady black. Yeah. And her mama was blacker than this motherfucking table, my mama. So I come out of black pussies. You came out of a black pussy, but you don't want to say you're black. That's weird to me. Yeah. That's so weird to me. Yeah. That's so weird to me. I don't care what your color is. I always thought she considered herself black till I really seen that she was a Karen when I got there. Okay. I was like, whoa. Yeah. Whoa.
It was just previously.
Whoa. So you said that was crazy to find out that she was a Karen.
Yeah. So what do you mean Karen? Like she did not respect black rights? Well, like, because I didn't see the show, so I'm confused. So I want you to tell me because I don't know.
You know what a Karen is?
Yeah, I do.
Well, then that's what she is.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm telling you, yo, it's just
and
like
I'm not
that.
the only one that say that. You can Google this and this shit come up.
It's just, it was you was just seeing that for the first time there, but
I said that for the first time to her, like, period, like, when she was getting upset about what I was saying. I made a joke. I was being ignorant as fucking school. Sometimes you go to school, you want to be ignorant.
Class clown.
You want to be a class clown. I was just talking shit. I was like, man, I'm the biggest. I got up that day. Yeah. I said, I'm the biggest, man. And they were all hating. I was like, man, I'm the biggest here. I said I was going to be, what I said I was doing, when I said I was going to do what I'm doing, I put that in my heart, in my mind when I was 5. I'm the biggest. They all back there like this. I'm like, I don't know why the fuck y'all looking at me like that. I'm talking to the professor, telling the professor where my heart was at when we were talking about some work. Right. And so you all fall out from work. Yeah. I'm like, and so it was a poem about a black African American man that used to write the poem because he's at HBCU, and he was talking about a prune. About becoming a prune, like like a prune, like a saggy, like old prune.
Yeah, prune.
A prune.
Yeah, prune.
Yeah.
She was talking about a prune. The professor was talking about the poem, and I said, I ain't going. I said, I know a lot of prunes. I said, well, me, I'm the biggest. They ain't like that. Everybody started beefing with me. Yeah. Why
so it was automatic tension. Anyway.
It was automatic tension. I was just, and I would be ignorant.
I'd have definitely kicked you out my class. You standing up talking about I'm the biggest. I'm talking about a poem, a black HBCU poem, and you talking I'm the biggest. Definitely would have got out of my class.
Well, I'm gonna tell you why I said that, Envy. I said that I was the biggest because the poem has something to do with people not following their dreams and becoming prunes. And I was speaking
you can become a prune, not becoming your dream. Is what not following your dream. You can just sit there and become a prune.
If you don't follow your dreams because of what other people say.
Got you.
That's what the HBCU class was about, talking that day on the day that I told the bitch she's a Karen. That's how we got there.
Okay.
Yeah. Then y'all got into a Philly and Miami scuffle?
We got who?
A little scuffle?
Who?
A little Philly and Miami scuffle?
Scuffle.
Listen, that Joan is not from the part of Philly that you think she's from.
Hey, yo, I'm done with
She
her.
said
That
the John.
John is not from.
Jocelyn practiced that one. That John.
Ever don't
No,
want
I
to
ain't
be no damn
practice.
John.
Every, the only thing I practice is my bullet points that I'm supposed to speak on. I don't practice nothing else. Everything else is gonna always be me, and you should know that.
That John.
That Joe, you know my husband is from Philly, so you know I know a few words.
Philly. Hey,
Yeah.
okay. That's what's up.
Now I gotta ask you, Big Lexi.
Don't know that hoe.
Okay.
Period.
I really want to know who she is. I didn't really know who she is.
See,
I
you don't know her? I don't know her.
Big Lexi.
She
I
don't
really
know
didn't
her.
know. I wanted to know what what
We
the whole
don't know
beef was
her.
about.
I don't
That's what I
know.
wanted to
We don't know her.
I never knew.
I had
We
to
never
Google.
know her.
I don't know.
We don't
man.
know we don't know who that hoe is.
I didn't know. I don't know.
I was just trying to figure out because I Googled that. I seen like that night. I Googled and I seen it and I was trying to figure out. So
We
I
don't
thought-
know that hoe.
I don't know. I don't know. Let me see. Is it? I don't even say nothing about no Big
See?
Lex on here. I don't
There
know.
was
we don't know
another-
that hoe.
I was looking, but I didn't see. But if Jocelyn don't know
Are
who she
we
is.
going to the show tonight? That's
Hey, listen, I want y'all to come to the show. I promise you guys, I will have you guys, whatever you guys want, bottles, anything that you drink. Melissa, come on, Mel.
All right, come on, Melissa. All right.
Come
cool.
on.
That's what's up. All right.
And DJ Amy, don't act like you got too much going on or you got too much money to come see me perform. Like don't act like that.
Yeah, don't do all that.
Don't do
yo.
all of that.
It's the last
right?
night. Come
It's the
on.
last night.
Well,
And you already didn't go to none of the tour dates. Like, come on.
I definitely feel safe. I know nothing gonna happen.
Oh,
That-
hell
like,
yeah.
what?
We were her. We say we
We
good.
safe.
yes,
good.
yes,
We good.
I got
We
y'all.
We good. Yep.
Two-piece Jocelyn. Bing, bing.
That's
Bing,
it.
bing.
Nigga,
Stay right behind
we
Jocelyn.
straight.
Something up. Bing, bing.
We going in behind her. We
Right
good.
behind
I can't
her.
stand
I ain't
y'all,
worried about
man.
nothing. Bing, bing. So I was gonna ask, Love and Hip Hop. Would you ever do it again? It seems like the ratings are
Absolutely. I want to go do it. I want to do it right now.
Oh, please.
Really?
I want to do it right now.
Please do it.
Whoever's in charge of Love and Hip Hop, come holler at the princess. I'm going to come through.
And Ballistic is
you.
cool with going on there and having the family and everything.
I don't know. Ask him. I don't know.
Please.
Ballistic like, look, man, I'm already this far in. I might as well do that too.
I'm just gonna say they need some more ratings, and I need her to go ahead on over there, man.
But which one should I go
did.
to? The one in Miami or the one in Atlanta?
Miami.
I think she'll
From
turn up
Miami.
anyone she goes.
Yeah,
Because I live in Miami.
Yeah,
Oh
Miami,
yeah,
you gotta-
please
you
go to
gotta
Miami.
do Miami.
You don't owe nothing else to Atlanta. You already put that franchise on the Miz app. I need you to do Miami.
I do it.
Please.
Why
Are you-
not?
Are you making money off the mugshot? They said that you were putting.
Everybody listen, Joseline
shit on some
Cabaret
t-shirts.
Tour.com. I should have brought y'all some. Listen, why ain't bring Jessica now?
We actually did get you guys shirts. You just weren't ready. So they'll be there tonight if you come get it.
Okay. All right. She
So you
sounds
are
like a
selling the
manager. I love
mugshots?
her. She's like, yeah, well, they'll be there tonight.
She got real proper on you.
Yes,
They'll be there tonight. That's the
listen.
manager. But they'll be
Yeah,
there
we
tonight.
bought one for
We'll-
Jessica.
Yes, we'll
Yeah.
be there.
She should have brought you one though.
Okay. For
So you
real,
are selling
I want one.
mugshot merchandise.
I am, and it's going amazing. Listen, can you please go download that thing right there? Because it's going to look good. I had on the Louis Vuitton briefcase with the Louis Vuitton shoes and the Louis Vuitton glasses, the mugshot, and the jean outfit. Ooh, I was fly.
Look, she is like it was a
And
fashion
the,
show.
ooh, oh, yeah, babe. I thought I was in Paris.
And killing it.
Yeah, thank you, babe.
You're welcome.
Thank you,
boo.
babe. Thank you,
Yeah.
babe. So go get your
We need
t-shirts,
that.
yeah. Jocelyn'sCabaretTour.com. You could go get them.
But nah, babe, for real, I really am coming through tonight though. I ain't gonna be with him. Me and my little sister, we straight. We gonna come through.
Yes, and Melissa, you're going to make sure that
Yo, just,
Jess is straight.
we can exchange numbers and I'll make sure.
I got you.
Bottles and table, all that, and I'll
Thank
send
you.
His shirt back with you.
All right, that's fine. Yeah.
You good? You got anything
I'm
else on
good.
that paper?
No, I'm good. I asked everything I wanted to ask.
Well,
I love
Jocelyn,
Jocelyn.
we appreciate you for joining us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, boo.
Yeah, we really appreciate you. And like I said, I see you all the time, and you're so kind and so nice.
yeah.
But I ain't gonna front. You might want to get in boxing. After this is all
telling
over,
her.
you might just want to just maybe even a
Man.
couple of little.
Can I truly tell you something?
Yeah.
If I wasn't an artist and I didn't care about breaking my face, I would do UFC.
Oh yeah.
I
That's
love it.
what I said.
I would do
said you
UFC.
should
I
do
wouldn't box. I would do
UFC.
UFC, but I can't. I told my husband all the time. And her, I'd be like, I would do it, but I can't because the first thing is gonna break on me is my nose, and then it's over.
But see, it's so fixed. She could set it up how she want to set it up, and she, you know,
Not
what I
the
mean?
UFC,
Like,
that
you
is
said-
not fixed.
Well, no, that's why I said wrestling. I mean, because she can do wrestling, and that's big money in that
No,
shit too.
I would do UFC.
You want to do UFC?
I'll
but
break
sure.
these bitches down.
See.
See,
I'm a great fighter. Listen.
We see.
You know
We
what? You know what I
know.
told somebody the other day? I said, because I told somebody, I said, bitch, you do karate, don't you? You ain't gonna do no motherfucking karate than me, bitch. I don't know karate, but bitch, I know crazy.
I know
And then
crazy.
boom.
All
Bitch,
right.
I know crazy. You know what's his name said that? What's the singer name? James Brown in the song.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know karate, bitch, but I know crazy.
She know James Brown too. I know that's right,
All right.
Jocelyn.
Well, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, last question. Is that your security guard out there that was out there at the fight that night?
You know what? I travel with about 20 security guards, so I'm not sure.
Nah, you know which one I'm talking about. I'm talking about the 3-piecer. Is that the one right there? The 3-piecer?
And is it a slap test that they got to get through?
I cannot stand y'all two.
Was that the
Why
3-piecer?
y'all so funny? Why is y'all so funny?
When I seen him, I noticed him before I noticed you. I said, I know him.
It's like, don't we want to be like, you good? You good?
That's what I asked him. I said, you good? You all right? You sure? I asked him, I said, you need some water?
Evan, don't ask him no shit like that. That's fucked up. Why would you ask him that shit?
I'm
man?
not,
Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. They get plenty of money from the suits. They be just fine.
Damn right, we know that shit. We know they pay.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Joseline Hernandez.
Joseline, the Puerto Rican princess, the biggest.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Thank you, babe.
Wake that ass up.
In the morning.
The Breakfast Club.